See that fork in the road?
Yeah.
Take it.
Jamie, 850? What do you say, man? Jamie's looking. Grab the 850 and run.
Throw me a bone and I'm happy. Some of these are worth large.
I don't like to hear that. Not till I go out the door. Hey, Sheldon. Yo. Do we have any use for a $5 green box?
Yeah.
$5, it's a steal. I'm not sure who's stealing from who on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers. We travel all over Canada, coast to coast, from the West Rocky Mountains to the Eastern Shores and all the back roads in between, looking for hidden gems in people's basements, attics, and barns. Sometimes we take a gamble, trust in our gut to make a buck.
Just like the people we meet, every story is different.
It's not junk to us.
Hamilton, eh?
Oh, can't you smell the steel?
Did you get to the cash machine?
You know, as usual, you'll be the bank.
Want me to drive?
No, I don't think so.
I got the map.
All I can say is it's good to be back in Southern Ontario. Haven't been here for a while. Looks like we're gonna do a nice big triangle of picking in this part of the country.
I'd like to call it the Picker's Golden Horseshoe.
As opposed to the Bermuda Triangle. We're hoping that we can get some screaming deals on some stuff we can take out west and make some money on.
We're off to see Gary this morning in Hamilton.
I'm always worried when I'm going to somebody's house that it's going to be a show and tell. This guy, as I understand it, is a bit of a collector, and collectors can be real tough to deal with, but we'll see.
Right there it is with the boxes.
Yeah, look at
eh?
all the boxes in front of there. What the heck's in those boxes? You got any money for the meeting?
Oh, yeah.
I got a dime. Maybe we should put that in just to make sure it's going to be a good pick. Hey! Hey!
How's it going?
Wow, you got a lot of stuff here, that's for sure.
Stuff. I buy and sell stuff to make a living. I've been a voracious garage sailor for 30+ years. Saturday morning comes, I'm the guy that arrives first.
Meeting Gary was like a step back in time.
But it's all stuff I love.
Well, I'm just going to take a quick look around. As I was scanning the room, I'm looking for gems because a guy like him's going to have the odd gem.
Well, this is what I've decided to do with my life, become a collector of ephemera. It's not the material that I'm interested in, it's the soul of the material.
I don't think I've ever seen that many Velvet Elvis paintings in one place.
It's taken me about 15 years to collect these half a dozen that I've got here. The Elvis Presley Foundation went after the people that painted these in Mexico and ordered them to stop painting them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's a bit of overkill, isn't it, to stop a guy in Mexico from making a buck?
Well,
Good luck.
Literally a buck at the time,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Velvet Elvises are the worst of the worst and the best of the best, depending upon where you come from. I've had lots of Velvet Elvises in the past. They used to be really funky and collectible. Then they died off. Now they're come back again.
hey, there was one Velvet Elvis that was quite appealing because the guy had a double chin quite like mine.
That was the Fat Elvis period, right?
I could kind of relate to that period.
My Velvet Elvises are not for sale. It's not a matter of the value of them, it's just a matter of that, you know, I love these guys. It'd be like, you know, me leaving a girlfriend.
Oh, love me tender.
Pretty well anything else, my arm can be twisted.
I noticed you've got, looks like a poster in the corner from a movie.
Yeah, that's an old movie that had a dope tie-in.
It was a really interesting poster from probably the early 50s, back when they were trying to outlaw comic books and they were doing the anti-drug propaganda. I love the wording. She looks like an angel, does the work of the devil. It's beautiful. Now, your airplane, you either got the tabletop version
Or the
ashtray version.
Yeah.
This is a tabletop version. What would you need to get out of your airplane?
I'd probably need to get it somewhere around $500.
Wow. Where I come from, that's full bore retail on that. In fact, I sell them for less than that.
Yeah.
Retail. The thing is, we can't buy retail. Even if I love it, I can't pay retail. Your circus poster, probably 40s, looks to me, 40s, 50s.
I'd say that.
Made to just slap up on a wall and leave it in town when you left.
Exactly.
What would you need out of that if you were going to sell it?
Oh, probably a couple $100.
Yeah, I see again, you know, that's sort of retail on them.
With the stuff that I love and have a passion for, my prices are going to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a love and a passion for just about everything.
What's the purpose in having something in your life if you don't love it?
I see you got some tins back there. Is it okay if I go back and take a look?
Absolutely.
I spotted 3 tins, and I took the one that I thought was the least expensive first, just to get a sense where he was coming from with his price. The reason why this one is sort of attractive is because of obviously the image on it. I think it's probably American. So what would you want for that? So I thought if I could get that for $5, I'd sell it for 20 and maybe make 15 bucks.
25 bucks?
You know the retail real well. Back it goes. Okay, let's see. Now the radios, is there anything in there? I don't see anything there that's starry. He's got a rack of radios, and you can tell he's got a good eye. You got that little goofy little one that looks like a bit like a robot. What is that?
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's actually a cigarette holder.
Oh, cool. It had a space-age look to it. When he pulls it out, it's actually even cooler, frankly, than what I thought it was.
You'd put your cigarettes in here, and your matches in here. You'd have it on your coffee table, so when your guests came over, they would go, oh, there, I'll have a smoke.
What would you need for something like that?
That I'm not going to part with.
Why is it that everything I like you don't want to part with?
He really did love his things, but he's an accumulator.
Guys like Gary are tough because he's paid nothing for the stuff he buys, but that doesn't mean he loves it any less.
It's not that it's got any value to it. I just like it.
Well, so do I.
The design of it.
So I changed my gears, and I said, okay, forget the collectibles. I'm gonna go flip through a few records and see if I can find anything.
Sounds like a plan.
If he's got something that's turned on its side and shoved in a slot, I might have a better chance of getting something off him because there's more of them and they're less visible to him at all times. You got the floor reinforced in this place?
Yeah, I do. There's about 15,000 albums here.
Let's see if I can find some ugly ducklings here. A lot of people are surprised about this, but records are one of the hottest things right now. Ah, there's an ugly duckling, though. And the stuff that sells best is Canadian psych rock, Canadian prog rock, because it's really rare. Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
What do you want for this one?
I work much better when there's a stack rather than on an individual level.
Maybe a little guilt's gonna set in because he hasn't sold us anything yet. And if I put together some records, I can maybe make a deal. The Candy Goody Gumdrops. I have never heard of them. Have you? Obviously you have. You bought it.
Scott all of a sudden gets into a little bit of a zone.
W? It's not original. There it is.
And I know that, you know, leave him alone, go for a coffee, which is actually what I did.
I got your 2 sticky fingers and I got a Frank Zappa. We're only in it for the money.
Okay.
Oh, New York Dolls, too. Do you have New York Dolls? Let's see. Yeah, loaded. I'm sort of buying partially for my own collection here.
And then I came back.
The Rolling Stones ones are good mostly because they're Andy Warhol covers.
That's right.
But you're paying, everything is to do with the Andy Warhol zipper cover,
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, Gary, you asked me to put a pile together. I put a pile together. Let me see what you want for that to see if we can do some business.
Okay, let me just do a count here. It looks like you picked out the real cherries here.
Well, of course.
You're just flattering me. Just flattering me to get my money.
So you got 25 albums here.
Yeah.
Some of these are worth large. You know,
I don't like to hear that, okay? I don't like to hear that. Not till I go out the door.
For 25 of these records, 400 bucks. So that's basically you're looking at $15 to $20 each.
I was originally thinking a wholesale price for me was between 5 and 10, knowing there's a couple in there that I'm going to pay more for. So that would have put me at 2 to 250, and I think I'm stretching it for me to make money on it to go to 275.
Okay, well, there were some other things that you said you were interested in?
I wanted to see if there's any way I could sort of get his mind off that price. You told me you had a fan.
Okay.
Where's that?
That's down in the basement?
Grab a couple things to throw in the pile and get the price down. Okay, well, why don't we go look at the fan?
Okay.
You go down and you're in good hands, Gary.
Okay. And here's the big one. It's made in the United States by a company called Veronica.
Okay.
But Electro Home in Kitchener bought Veronica fans and put their logo on it.
So what would you be looking at on that?
$100.
People like big industrial-looking fans.
And here's the mini version of the big one that was downstairs.
So what would you want for the little one?
$50.
They were a paired set, so you could have the big fan and you could have the little fan sitting on a table beside it. I'm thinking, yeah, I was thinking, if you group the records in with the fans, I was thinking $375.
I don't mind being crowned, and you know, that's part of the whole negotiation process. Make it 4 and we got a deal.
Okay.
All right, okay. You got a super deal on that vinyl.
Well, I sure hope so.
I like people that grind with a smile. Most people do business with me, leave here with a smile on their face.
Well, I am, because you know what? There's a few albums that I want for my own collection in there, and I can sell a couple.
Okay. Like, I wish more people in the antique and collectibles business were like Scott.
For me, that was a successful pick. I got a bunch of really good records. I love records. My wife loves records. My friends love records. So for me, it was a good pick. And I think we'll make some money to boot.
I'm happy if Scott's happy.
Gary, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
You're a real collector. It's always a pleasure to meet a real collector.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll see you later.
All right.
You know, we didn't get a whole lot of what you'd call traditional collectibles, but we can make some money off those records. Kicking and screaming, I'll drag you into the 21st century.
Like to see you do that.
What I love about this part of the country is it's been around for so much longer and it's been so heavily populated compared to Western Canada that there's a ton more stuff here. Oh, look at that. Look, there's a Coke button on the side of that building. I'm gonna stop, see if it's for sale.
You're the ultimate picker, Scott.
For every Coke button you see in Calgary, you'll see 40 here. I drove by and I saw your Coke button on the front of the door, and the person inside gave me your number to give you a call to see if you wanted to sell it. You know, the Coke sign, the big Coke sign. How much? You're not serious. No, I offered more than that. I offered 300, but obviously we're miles apart. Well, thanks for your time, Rick. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
How much?
1,400. Run, don't walk,
Yeah.
right? Well, no, doesn't hurt to try,
harm
right?
done, yeah.
Right?
No harm done. Did you get a good night's sleep? You ready for picking?
Brutal. I was up for 4 hours watching poker on TV. And I figure I know when to hold them and I know when to fold them now.
You were all pumped up about Christie.
We got our work cut out for us today.
Christie's just a huge show, covers a huge area. There's literally hundreds of vendors, hundreds of booths set up.
When Sheldon and I go to a show like this, one of the things we're looking for is stuff we don't see every day. We have arrived.
Oh, here we
yeah,
go.
Look, there are the tents, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good day for picking.
It's a great day for picking.
You haven't been this excited to be at a show for years and years.
Gates open, 8 o'clock, and the adrenaline's rushing. And
Like that picture over there, eh, Scott? That's hilarious.
one of the first things I noticed was an oil painting.
We literally had walked in the door. It was the first thing we saw. It's actually better as you get closer to it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thomas Mitchell.
Worked with the group of 7, yeah.
You've got 300 dealers with 600 or 700 tables,
What do you need for it?
and you're saying, am I going to spend 400 bucks on the first thing I see?
I'm gonna make a call on that one, Scott.
Yeah?
We'll be back.
That's a great picture.
Well, I'm phoning my art dealer, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, it's Sheldon. Can you get right back to me?
Give me a call. I need your help. Sooner's better than later, Doug. Serendipity. Let's see if it's there in a few minutes and keep picking.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? When Sheldon and I go to a show like this, we generally split up. You go your way, I'll go mine. Because he likes different things than I like. What's the price on the Addison?
I need 150 for it.
Wow.
Great piece. Get a price on the chair for me?
125.
Would you take 100?
No, I wouldn't. Thank you.
And we're trying to cover as much ground as we can, as quickly as we can.
I love this. Yeah, I spotted some bellows. They've got that north wind mask carved right into them. But they look good and they're functional. These were as good as it gets for that sort of category of item. Take 250?
Today, yes.
What do you have on the Joe?
I bought all of it for $100, including all the outfits, the rifles.
I think your price is fair, but
Price is fair.
there's nothing I can make off it. That's
Can I ask you about this? Napkin holder. It kicks out an IQ question, is
Yeah,
it?
put a coin in, a little card to pop out. This one's probably from around, the 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
maybe earlier.
Would you take 75? I got to pick and turn it over.
That's fine.
75 it is.
Yeah.
nothing cheap there. That guy's stuff will all be a fortune. There's interesting things, but they all seem to be priced way too high for me to be able to buy them and make money on them. So I'm going to keep looking, see if there's that one piece that jumps out at me. Girly stuff.
Is this your chunk of birch bark?
Yes, it is.
What can you tell me about it?
I would say it's probably about 1940s.
Yeah, I love it. Did you say 100 bucks?
Okay, yes, sure.
Sold.
Okay.
Okay, that's where I want to go. Unfortunately, I'd sell that for about a quarter of that price. I just don't know that there's anything to be made off that. I'm seeing 80% of the stuff is the same old stuff I see at every show, priced too high. That is the ugliest phone I've ever seen. It's not stuff I can make money on. We just can't do it.
$2,200 for the set.
Well, I know sooner or later I'm going to find something, but I have to admit to being a bit discouraged.
I'm still waiting on the call from my buddy that knows art and has all that information at his fingertips. I'm waiting and waiting, and you know what? The heck with the detail. If I'm not getting the information, maybe I'll take a shot on it. My beavers are gone?
You hesitate. A chap came in about 10 minutes after you were here.
Yeah.
And he just said, I'll take it.
Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for the call. Gotta go out and find something else killer.
I love that color. I just don't know how the heck I would want to carry that thing.
Beauty. Oh, yeah, King's Plate winner. It's a great image. Early horse racing up to 1905. The King's Plate, which is now the Queen's Plate. What do you think? I mean, that's killer, isn't it?
You don't see them. You just don't see them in the original frame, too.
What do you have on it?
$950.
Are you hung up on that price?
No, I'm negotiable. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's got $950, man. I think I lots them off the fly.
I walked away. I was afraid of the bolt of lightning coming down at me.
It's early. I'm gonna hit you with your first good sale of the day. Would you take 5?
Give me 7 and it's gone.
Split the difference at 6 and we got ourselves a deal?
Done. All right.
I mean, I think we could double up on that one. I was a little jealous that you picked that one.
You can be my partner.
Good eye. I'm heading that way.
I'm behind you.
I could see it from a mile away. There was a circus banner. I've dealt with them before. I wasn't sure if it would be 500 or 5,000, but I knew it was something I wanted to take a look at. Oh,
Yeah, killer.
wow.
Is it right?
Yeah, it's signed down there.
Virtually every rodeo, old-time rodeo, had a trick rider if they could find one. There are a couple ladies actually in action. I just love the image.
Yeah, the image
The
is
image is killer, isn't
the
it?
image is killer.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's a great thing for Calgary.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Couple Alberta boys here looking for a bargain. We like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Where'd you get it?
It came out of a restaurant in Montreal, actually, so it's part of the decor there, so since
Really?
the 1960s.
We thought we'd see how aggressive we could be and see if we could buy that. We're here, we're doing some picking.
Yes.
We're buying low, we're selling medium.
Right.
We're gonna turn it over. I don't want to insult you, but I wanted to offer you 500 bucks for it.
I couldn't believe it when you offered him 500 bucks.
Can't do it, so.
Usually when a guy's got prices like that, if you offer him like almost half of what he's got on it,
What's your best offer?
He's not biting.
950 is our best, yeah.
No room to maneuver.
No room to maneuver.
All right. Scott, what do you think?
I got somebody in mind, but I don't think there's
exactly.
enough potential room in it for us to make that a kind of investment.
Well, I share the booth with somebody else, so you could speak to him.
We're looking at this piece here. What can you do for us?
We can't really go down.
Would you take 800 on it?
We love to do it, but we can't.
Well, you don't have to love to. I'll just peel it out, and there you go. It's 8 bills in your pocket. There's some profit in it for you, and maybe a few bucks in it for us, too.
We bought this 2 weeks ago in Montreal. It actually was hung up in a restaurant. It took a lot of money to get it off of them.
So you're saying you're not budging?
We can't really budge on this.
850.
You know,
Jamie, 850? What do you say, man? Jamie's looking. Did you see that smile? Jamie's saying, yeah, let's go. Grab the 850. Grab the 850 and run. Right? Yeah, look at it. He's nodding. Grab the 850 and run. He just said it. Come on, let's get a deal going here. Come on. I know what he's saying. He's saying we're going to walk. He
I already walked in my mind a few minutes ago.
Yeah, okay. Crunch time. 850. You guys say yo or no, yay or nay. We're 850. It's a deal. It's not a deal.
How about 900? I got to talk over with Jamie. That's the best I can do.
Smokes, man! 850 it is, and that's our last offer. Yay or nay, guys?
I'm sorry.
No harm done.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, we'll walk and see what happens.
Gave her a shot.
Too good a shot, probably, eh?
I got nothing against them, and I hope they come back.
I love that thing, and I still think it was a good deal at $950. But my problem is, I'm mad now.
Can't win them all.
Hey, Scott, you're grabbing a coffee. Can you get me one, too?
Sure. And almost everybody marks their stuff up so they can come down a little bit. I just got mad. Thanks.
Scott bought me a coffee. That rarely happens.
The first guy just made me so mad.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him my money.
I hear you, Scott. And now I know he's really mad because he didn't even ask me to pay him for my coffee.
There's a nice tool cabinet.
Yeah, but what's that? It's a copper viewing casket.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny just to have as a coffee table?
Oh, a coffee table, killer. How about 100 even?
Where did Sheldon go?
How about 110?
Sold. Scott ain't gonna be happy about a folk art mountie.
I cannot find him.
This isn't Scott's sort of thing, but we now own it. It's gonna guard our purchases.
Put a leash on that guy. I know it's a big show. I know sooner or later I'm going to find something. Sure enough, saw a great old White Owls counter store display. It's got everything you want. It's got the great graphic. It's big. It's old. It's both a Canadian and American company, so it's got double coverage there.
What would you like to know about?
I'd like to know, what do you have on it?
1,800.
The only problem with it was expensive. And do you have any room in it?
I'd do 1,500.
I'm not seeing a lot of stuff I can buy volume to make money on. I thought I'm going to buy the best thing or the best 2 or 3 things at this show. Are you open to package deals?
Oh, definitely.
And your Coke button, how much you have on that?
It's $5.95.
So I'm thinking to myself, wow, we can sell that Coke button. Interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Interested in the Coke button.
Mm-hmm. If you take both pieces, I'll give you the owl for 13 and the Coke dot for 5.
You went from 1,800 on the White Owl to 1,800 for the pair, I think.
Yeah.
Ah. See, what I was thinking, and I don't want you to be mad at me, but I was thinking 1,500 would make me happy. Because then I figure I'm paying 1,000 for that and 500 for that.
You really are a picker.
I am, aren't I?
Let's take a break and just talk about it for a minute. And we'll see if there's something else that we can maybe add to the sweeten the pot.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right.
Is there anything you see here that you...
Well, there's a couple things around the corner here.
I'm just looking, though, for the pieces that are quick to flip. Like, I think that sign's saleable.
Yeah.
Take a quick peek at that Creole. It's a big one. You don't see the big ones that often.
Oh, yeah, it's got a little age, eh?
This white owl piece is cool too.
Oh, yeah. That's the clincher, Scott. Then we threw in the white owl poster, and that'll perhaps help sell the white owl itself. So that could only help.
What we're thinking here is the white owl, and this is obviously a natural to go with it.
Absolutely.
The Coke button, of course, we talked about, and the telephone sign. And we're trying to get ourselves to a number that you can live with on all of that. I was thinking 15, you were thinking 18. We're thinking $2,000 for the 4 pieces.
You're gonna have to go back to school now. Nice try, but that ain't gonna work.
So what can you do?
I'll do you 2 on this guy, which brings us up to 2,000, and I'll do you another 200 on the bell sign. It's 2,200.
I was going to say 21. How about we do it?
No, 2,200 is a really, really fair price.
I brought a certain amount of money to spend, and it was either going to be a little bit on a lot of items or a lot on a little items. Okay, one last shot.
22.
2,300, and you throw the creel in.
Done.
All right.
I mean, it was a great buy for us, and he showed he can play the game. He knows what he's doing.
Good
Thank you
to,
very much, guys.
Good to do business with.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The value of $2,000 is apparent to him. That was funny.
I'll go home and lick my wounds.
Oh, yeah. it wasn't apparent to some other people. Maybe we can use this as a negotiating tool. I surprised myself on that trick rider sign because I was so mad when I walked away, I didn't think that for any amount of money would I buy that sign. Will you take $10 for this?
What do I have on it? 14, absolutely.
Promises to put it to good use.
But then Sheldon and I started talking about it and thinking, you know what? We can still maybe double up on that thing and back in Calgary.
It's a killer image.
That's the problem. And I hate going back and eating crow. So I guess the profit got the better of me. I've come to negotiate. I've come to negotiate.
So we're still interested in trick riding here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Did you guys have a chance to talk?
$950.
Hold it.
$950.
Weren't you at 900? But you had to
you were at
talk?
900, but you were going to
Yeah, we're going to talk at 900. Didn't work.
It was just as painful the second time as it was the first time.
But hey, it's business. If we can't negotiate on price, would you throw in that little deco ash stand just to sweeten the pot? We'll say
A 950
Yep.
with the deco? Yes. Okay, no problem.
All right.
At least you got him to throw in that ashtray.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's tear her down. Let's just get it rolled up before he changes his mind and he wants 1,000 for it.
Congratulations, man. I think we'll make some money for sure on the carnival sign.
You're a hard man, but it's good stuff.
And an extra few $100 on the ashtray. How much is that doggy in the window?
He's 200 and he doesn't bite.
Just because it was so much fun the first time, would you take 100?
Oh, no. Well, that was a hard negotiation, don't you think?
You got that right.
Although you did get this out of them, which was better than nothing, right?
Better than a kick in the pants,
Yeah.
I guess.
I spotted the water skier motion lamp from about 200 feet away. I got to talk to you about your motion lamp. It looks to me it works, I presume.
It worked beautiful. I wish I'd brought a generator.
That's a killer lamp, and it's the best condition one I've ever seen.
Right. A broken one sold last week on eBay for $350. A perfect one sold 3 years ago on eBay for $3,500. So the price of that lamp is somewhere above $350, and could still be north of $3,500.
And I went, because it had a little sign on it saying, "Make me an offer." And I thought, well, I can't make an offer even remotely close. I could see paying $400 or $500 for it, but even then I'm stretching. I never dreamed I would ever offer somebody $500 for a motion lamp, but I'm offering it to you now.
Well, I never thought I'd get married, and I've done it twice.
Yeah.
Things change.
But it is the nicest one I've ever seen, and I would like to own that.
Well, we're close. The 500 would be fine.
We have a deal, sir.
Deal.
It was a great buy, because that is flat out perfect.
There's a killer bench right there. Scandinavian pine, original paint, love it.
I love it too, but it's big.
What do you say?
Yeah, I could get buried in that, don't you think?
550? Does that work? Sold.
Okay. I don't like lifting heavy things. But Sheldon apparently doesn't care about lifting heavy things and transporting them all the way back to Calgary.
Andy, you grunt a lot when you move furniture.
Yeah,
I had no idea. Look at my little pinhead Mountie.
He is ridiculous.
Isn't he good?
Why did you buy him?
Ooh. All right. Hey. See, you don't have to join a health club.
If we don't double on this, you are paying for dinner for the rest of the year.
I really had a good day today. I mean, we made some great buys. Actually packing it up, I'm thinking, wow, we did really well today. We'll make some money. The life of a picker, eh?
I was so happy to have that White Owl sign because I've done a lot of White Owl tins over the years, but I've never seen a store display. I love that stuff. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be, this White Owl thing. If I throw him, does it make any difference? I'm only ashamed of one thing we bought.
When we triple up on him,
That Mountie is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
let's go, man. We were wheeling, we were dealing. I had a great day today. This is what I live for. That was some good picking.
That was that was finger picking good. So Sheldon, where are we going?
See that fork in the road?
Yeah, take it.
Scott and I are heading over to see Steve DeRoche, local dealer, and he's going to give us some appraisals on some of the things we picked up at the Christie show.
I'm an antique dealer. I've been in this business probably better than 20 years.
If we made a mistake on a piece, we're gonna unload it, get our money out of it, not gonna ship it all the way back to Calgary. Steve, Scott Cousin.
Steve DeRoche.
Hi, Steve. Sheldon Smithens.
Hi, Sheldon.
This is a little bit off the beaten track. Scott and I are saying it's really a one of a kind.
Yeah,
950. Yeah.
With the deco. Okay, no problem.
Let's get a little confirmation that we've got something good here.
Oh, this is in really nice condition. Great subject matter, Annie-Oakley type stuff. They're called tent banners. They actually used to put them right out on a wagon, going from town to town, and you're probably in the $1,200 to $1,500 range.
We're taking it to rodeo country.
Yeah,
so
well, you're taking it to the right place.
yeah, real easy, quick flip.
It's not all about money, but that was too good an item to leave. It was just too good for where we come from and for the people we know that love that stuff. You see, I got my motion lamp fired up for you, so...
Yeah, these were made by Econolite. They started quite earlier than this lamp. They started in the 20s, but this one's up in the late 50s.
I had a bit of butterflies because I was half expecting them to say that we overpaid for it. I never dreamed I would ever offer somebody $500 for a motion lamp.
The 500 would be fine.
Absolutely pristine. You got the Holy Grail there. This lamp is between $3,500 and $4,500.
Wow. When those numbers came out of his mouth, I just was shocked, absolutely shocked.
On a good day, you might do a little better than that.
Wow.
Hey, the water skier is the water skier.
You got a buyer for it? When he told us what it was worth, I realized I'm not keeping that. It's going to be sold.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day, guys.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
There's another pick to be had.
Beautiful country. Well, let's go. We're on our way to Roger's place. We're going to see a 150-year-old barn with unbelievable stuff. Here on the right, yeah.
Oh, for sale.
Hello.
There you are.
Hey, you'd be Roger.
Hi.
Teresa.
Hi,
Hi, Roger. Scott.
Nice to
How
meet
are
you,
you?
Sheldon.
What's the story here? You got an old barn and you want to get rid of some stuff.
Old barn, drive shed, workshop. We've got a lot of old junk around. Some was here when we bought 25 years ago from the old homestead, the original farmers. But it's good stuff. You guys will like it.
Good junk. That's exactly what we like.
Excellent. I'll lead the way. Just follow me. Everything's for sale at rock bottom prices.
Yeah, Roger's what I'd call a gentleman farmer. He's a pretty sophisticated guy. He knows what he's doing.
That's to tell you if it's windy or not.
Yeah.
In case you hadn't noticed.
He's a little bit rambunctious, I would say.
Take a close look. I don't want you missing anything.
And I think that there's going to be a little bit of fireworks during the course of the day. That's my guess.
Help yourself.
We want anything we can buy cheap and make money on. I walked into the first room and I just took a look around.
Wow.
And then I saw Sheldon start climbing.
Kind of curious to find out, is there some quality or just straight quantity? So I dove right, well, I want to say in, but I sort of dove up. It was a pretty good vantage point from up there.
Is this the mortar or the pestle? People love those things. They're a great display item. Man, this thing is heavy.
That's what the biggest uses to grind up their herbs and spices.
So 10?
Oh, okay, so...
Done. That was an icebreaker, that mortar bowl. All right, I think it's showtime here. It's really essential that game on happens. If it happens easy and early, then at least we're all on the same page. Hey, Roger, there's a little sleigh under there.
It's solid, it works.
Take $10 for that?
Come on, you gotta do a little bit better on that one.
11.
Did you say 15?
Well, we'll just get the ball rolling.
Okay.
15 it is.
Okay.
I found something that I would normally never buy, but I like the color of it. The meat grinder, right?
That's a good one, yeah.
I would normally just kick a meat grinder over. I wouldn't buy one for $1. But there are some people that are decorating their country kitchens and it's red, and they want the red color.
We're gonna grind you right now, because we don't normally buy meat grinders.
We made a lot of pork sausage with that.
So what you're telling me is it's paid for itself over and over again, so you'll let it go cheap.
Well, no.
Well, I'll give you $10 for this just because it's red. If it was any other color, I don't want it.
Okay, sold. There's a whole basket of grinders there, too.
Yeah, and I left them because they're not red.
I like the process more than I do the money. There's a lot of good junk there in those boxes and cans there.
Apparently you're walking by the good junk, Scott.
See, there's another red thing.
That's for the garden, too.
The corn seeder, it's something you don't see a lot of.
The seeds fall down from the bin, goes right down the tunnel, and it drops in one at a time. You just walk along.
Somebody will stick that in the corner of their cabin, and it'll look great there. And I'm going to offer you the $5 on this because it's got pieces missing. Look, it's missing the back.
Are you
it's
trying
missing
to make
the strap.
$1 million or what?
Well, no, but I'm trying to make at least 5 or 10 on it.
But that's red.
Yeah, it's red too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want for it then?
$10.
$10.
I tell you what, Roger, that Teresa's a lucky woman. She's got humor constantly,
Could you
doesn't
say
she?
that a little louder, please?
Scott, did you check out the guitar?
Yeah, take it. That's an antique.
Oh yeah, there's a guitar. Look at that. It's an old Quebec guitar. Norman, unfortunately, the back of it's pulled right off.
That's well worth the $5 you're going to spend on it.
For $5, you get a deal.
Okay, that's good because when you see the other one,
So
is
that's not just the case for this one.
No, the other one is the valuable one, and it's worth a heck of a lot more than $5.
So 10? I'm always hoping for an old Martin or an old Gibson, an old Epiphone, but pull out this old, weird Stewart, I think it was.
But it looks nice, doesn't it?
And they made a bunch of those for the department stores in the 30s, 40s, and early 50s. There are some guys like Jack White from the White Stripes. He plays old guitars like this.
Excellent, and well worth the $15.
Okay. You get a deal.
Okay.
That made my pick so far. Let's go down and check out the shop.
All right.
So here we go.
Whole new ball game. I immediately spotted a photo on the wall. Hey, that's interesting. I think Scott was trying to nudge me out of the way.
Well, I think we both reached for it at the same time because as soon as you can't miss that when you see it there, right?
Yeah. I just happened to have the edge on him this time because I'm a little older and a little wiser.
I think it was more that I thought I was going to get my hand bitten off if I reached for it.
That's an old photograph. Those Indians were heading to the reservation after they were forced to go there.
Roger had a pretty good idea that he had something good there.
This is one of the more valuable prints right here. And it's not a $50 picture.
Yeah, that's a great little photo.
It's got everything in there. It's got bows and arrows, a few muskets. You see the horses at the back, the teepees, the cooking pots.
On this, you have a price in mind. It's
$200.
I'd say 100.
150, not a penny less.
You know, Sheldon, I know it's good. I just don't know how good it is.
It's very good.
Well, tell you what, I didn't want to leave without it because it could be the key to our day. Why don't I bend over backwards this time, because we'll get you back on something else. 150 it is.
Could be a famous image, it could be just one-off image. We
Yeah.
don't know that. Why don't we just put that back up there for safekeeping?
That's a gamble. I don't mind taking it all.
I'm guessing that's the barn.
That's it.
I keep looking at that barn and those wide planks.
That's for sale, too. We think it's built in the 1860s, and they even have the old hex signs to keep the devils out of the barn.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Just the sort of structure you don't see in our part of the world. Wow, look at the timbers.
Is this thing safe to walk on?
Yeah, I go up there all the time.
Want to feel how heavy this is and tell me if you want to move this across the country before we ask Roger about it?
I guess it depends on whether he's got a price per pound or not.
No, it's not by pound, 20 bucks.
Sold.
Okay, load it up.
Do I have a say in this?
Absolutely. I've got a spot for you to sleep for the rest of the pick.
Yeah, thanks for that.
The setting is great. I love the barn. And Roger is also colorful.
Well, this one's promising. It says junk.
It says Mum's Junk.
Is Mum's junk? Can I look at it?
Sure. $5 for the box.
This one's Cheese Ball 70s with the Cheese Ball 70s coffee
Okay,
pot
$1
design.
for the box. My last offer right now.
Roger.
Just give us a second to make sure.
Isn't Teresa going to give you a rough time?
She's not here.
Getting a kick out of them. We're having some fun, and that's why Scott and I are pickers, is we're here for the fun of it.
You'll be losing sleep tonight if you don't take it.
And to make a buck along the way.
I'll be losing sleep if I do.
How about this? Watch this.
He thought that cash register was the holy grail. That's an oldie. There's no question about it.
You know they wholesale for $200 to $400.
And I always have a laugh with guys like him because he's pointing to stuff that I couldn't care less about.
You're getting to the good stuff now. 1894.
Old don't always mean gold.
And we're looking at stuff that, what is that? That he's going, oh, why would they want that? Perfect.
It's an old solid oak butcher table.
How big is it?
7 or 8 feet, 3/4 inch. How about old doors?
He obviously had no interest in that table whatsoever. That would make a great kitchen table in a big country home, wouldn't it, Sheldon?
Yeah.
Make me an
Question
offer.
is,
I'm feeling weak.
we got to stand it up and make sure that it's actually gonna stay together. Man, it's heavy.
It'll hold 300 pounds, 400 pounds.
It had honest wear. It had green alligator finish on it.
Oh, yeah, that'll work, eh?
$50.
He just wanted that thing gone.
Done. Sold. That one's a moneymaker.
Man, that's a heavy pig. No pun intended.
That was an interesting pick until we got to the load up, and that's when I got a workout.
That was a lot of heavy lifting. Now that's an Ontario guitar case, Sheldon.
Are you gonna take this picture up front with you?
Yeah, please.
Those pants are great, too. Those pants are perfect for picking.
What do you want for them?
I'll sell them for $15.
Do you have anything in a 35?
No, you gotta lose a couple pounds.
So far, I'm going at a rate of about 2 pounds a pick.
Well, that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a load.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
If we can ever figure out a way, we're coming back for this barn.
Perfect.
You know where I live.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks,
Good luck,
bye-bye. He was funny.
He was.
Roger's humor is going to stick with me for a while, and hopefully his merchandise doesn't. I'm going to remember Southern Ontario most for the people we met.
I'm tired, though. That was a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed I got the heavy end of everything today, too.
I noticed that, too.
I think I'm going to have like maybe a couple barley sandwiches to get rid of that pain I got in my back right now.
Look at the Cuba saw.
Hey, Sheldon. Slow. Sheldon, you got the toothache? Maybe I can do a little work on you.
I'll live with the pain, Scott.
Look at this place. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, I
It's
remember.
unbelievable.
You're going to have to crawl through here because it's pretty jam-packed.
Oh, wow. Incredible. What would you want for that?
I need $500.
Bill, you give me your finger. Scott, check that out.
That is so great.
$7 grand.
Ow!
I either need you to help me with this or pick up my body. I have to have this. I'm Scott Cousins.
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
And we're pickers. We travel all over Canada, coast to coast, from the West Rocky Mountains to the Eastern Shores and all the back roads in between, looking for hidden gems in people's basements, attics, and barns. Sometimes we take a gamble, trust in our gut to make a buck.
Just like the people we meet, every story is different.
It's not junk to us. Oh, look at the duck, the biggest mallard duck.
Have you noticed everything in Alberta is big?
Who would ever think to have the world's largest pierogi
on a fork? Probably some of it came from, say, Bakerville. It has the world's largest Easter egg. Hey, look at the big windmill.
Turn right in here. You get the coffee, I'll sort out where we're going.
Hey, where are we at?
We're in Red Deer in Gasoline Alley. We're halfway to Edmonton. We're gonna hit Edmonton. We're gonna see Ron and Conrad in Edmonton. Then we go north and east up to Vilna.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah, that's Bill. I think he's the one with the primitive painted furniture, which is gonna be cool. And then we backtrack back down to Millerville, where we're gonna see Veronica. And then we might have a pick in Calgary. And the funny thing is, I think we're gonna see some big things in small towns.
Let's go. Can you imagine little Fort Edmonton in the height of the gold rush? Edmonton was the gateway to the Klondike.
Yeah, I think it's more famous for trading away Wayne Gretzky. That didn't bother me in Calgary at all.
City of champions.
That's what they say. Usually I just say Calgary farted and out came Edmonton.
Oh, Scott. You are gonna love this collection.
I've heard that it's just unbelievable.
Conrad and his father, Ron, have amassed the most amazing collection in probably Western Canada.
Well, from what I hear, probably Canada. I talked to Conrad on the phone about bringing stuff up for them to look at. And he said, look, we're always buying, so I've grabbed a bunch of stuff, threw it in the back of the truck, and we'll see what we can do with them.
You'd never know it, but this is the spot. I think we can pull right in here.
Wow, look at this place.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is even better than I remember.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi. Welcome to sunny Alberta.
Hi,
and the
Conrad.
Bonner Museum.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Scott, good to see you.
Hi,
Good
Scott.
to see you, Ron.
In 1976, I bought a little toy truck, and it's one of those Lincolns right there with the ladders on it.
The ladder truck.
Yeah, and that was the beginning of our collection.
We've done it as a family. We look at it as our hobby that's kind of gone wild. So we're big into cars, tractors. We have a soda pop collection, Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, Crush, Stubby, alcohol, jukeboxes, general store, Meccano, and tin trucks, signs, gas pumps. Been through the years and decades, something that we've just added to.
It's a disease. You can't stop. You got to keep going.
You can get treatment. You just call us. We'll take care of it for you.
You're like a kid in a candy store, aren't you? This is the most amazing private collection, and it really is private. It's very special that they've let us in today.
Can we stop at Red Indian?
Wow. Well, that has to be one of the most incredible Red Indian collections.
Red Indian is a real iconic image. It is the holy grail of oil and gas collectibles. I've never seen the sign that's on the top.
That's an original plaster Indian head. It is mint, and we've never seen another, and I don't know if we ever will.
That is one of the best Red Indian collectibles you will ever see.
This is the creme de la creme when it comes to Canadian pumps.
Wow.
And the restoration is just incredible in this one.
Everyone that collects oil and gas wants Red Indian.
And tins are almost as difficult to find as the signs.
The 5-gallon pails.
Right. They got everything going for them. They're a Canadian company.
That's right.
They got the great graphic. They got good color. They've got everything you want out of a piece of advertising. Normally, like you get 20 bucks for one of these. I would think a Red Indian, 150.
At least.
Yeah.
Would you part with one of those?
When you put as much effort and care into acquiring things, there's a huge emotional attachment. Nope.
That's the only two we have.
Sorry. Don't have to sell it, so let's just hang on to it. This is the general store.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of everything.
Great store. But you don't like Calgary because you're from Edmonton. So I think we could probably buy that Calgary ginger ale sign.
I love Calgary breweries.
That's ginger ale, that's our brewery.
I love Calgary ginger ale or breweries.
It's not a question of money with Conrad. Conrads are not going to sell it to you because they've got a place for it and they want to keep it. I'm hopeful maybe in the back room there's something that they would sell. And I got to a place where, fortunately, we'd separated Conrad and Ron. What about all the stuff you've got up on the shelves here? Can we take a look and see if there's anything we like?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bang, I'm keying in now. Is there anything there I can buy? Well, Conrad's not there. Get some boat motors.
I think that's a no-name.
Outboard motor for international modelers, and that's what they were. You put them on your balsa wood boat. Those are really popular, and they were orphans in that collection. They didn't belong there. There was nothing that was associated with them. Would you sell these? These three little guys?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
Scott, the pit bull, is pick, 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 even when there's no picking to be had. He still picked.
Give me 100 for that one and 50 apiece for them. That's a hell of a deal, I think. $200 for the...
Done. I'm not taking a chance you're going to say no if I make you an offer.
Thanks, Ron.
I got to go through them.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
What does that mean? Do you sell them something?
Yeah.
No.
But I
You did
felt
not.
sorry for the guy.
No,
I mean,
I-
they come all the way out here and go home without nothing, so I sold them
sell
three
you
little
anything.
motors.
You didn't.
Just three little motors.
Yeah, he did.
That's all.
You did not.
You did. I wasn't sure whether Conrad was really mad or was he pretending to be mad.
I was gonna start collecting these.
Oh, do you want to buy these?
only
What would you pay? 200? We got 2 1/4. It would have been fun to sell them back for 25 bucks more than we paid for them.
Yeah, take them home.
I guess you needed something.
We got to have something.
Thanks, Ron. Can't win them all.
And I know what we're doing next time. We're going to find out when Conrad's on holidays, and we're coming back to deal with Ron.
It's our soda alley, I guess you'd call it, because there's quite a bunch on both sides.
Wow.
Whoa.
See some stuff I like already.
The impact is just there.
Get out of the way. I want to get in.
My favorite logo? This guy right here.
Oh, Stubby.
The little soda jerk.
That probably should be my new nickname, Stubby.
Put a cowboy hat on him and...
I think he looks a lot like me, just I've got longer hair.
Coca-Cola right this way.
Wow.
It's spectacular. One of the largest collections I've been in of just strictly Coca-Cola.
Well, you got all different sizes of the Coke buttons. And anything with a triangle like that, that dates back to the 30s. Can you show us some stuff that you got doubles and triples of?
Not today. You have to come back.
Oh, come on.
There's some right behind me against the wall, but I wasn't gonna tell him that.
Maybe we'll have to show you some stuff then.
Well, we could do that.
Good, we're always buying. Let's go take a look.
A sale is just as good as a buy.
Now you're talking.
We brought a few of our better items that we thought Ron and Conrad might like. It's a hell of a sign, that one. Just in case we can sell them something.
Here it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
This is garage fresh.
A wacky taxi.
Isn't that great? But that's a Marks.
That's like the Dick Tracy one I've got.
They are zeroing in on the vehicles that are in good nick or that are rare.
That's a tough one to find.
The Sunshine Biscuit truck, it's so rare, you take it in any condition you can have until you can find a good one.
We've avoided the neatest thing here. That gargoyle, the mobile oil sign, looks to be in pretty great shape.
But I think we have one, don't we?
I think we have one, Scott.
yeah, sure.
Sorry, guys, I think we have
I'm
one.
buying that one. He didn't have that sign, and he wanted that sign.
Maybe we can roll that into a
Maybe
package price.
deal here.
Oh, you're going to try and package us, are you?
well-
Ron and Conrad are shrewd buyers. They know what they want, they know what they like, they know what they need for their collection. The gargoyle sign became the focus of attention.
This one we paid a gob for. The mobile oil we like.
$13.50 would take it away.
I'm going to shake on the gargoyle piece.
Great.
And we let it go to you, because it's got a good home here, for $1,800.
Do better on that. You can go 17 on that.
If you go 3 on that, I'll go 17 on that.
I want to go 2 on this and 17 on that.
I think 2's too cheap on that.
It's
that
all
is
about the
such a good
condition.
toy. I know it is,
I know it's rare.
but at 2, it's too cheap, even in that condition.
Everything else we've agreed upon but Sunshine.
Yeah.
Split it, 50.
Hey, Exactly, or flip a coin.
We'll give you your 3 on this.
Okay.
Sunshine goes 3.
17.
Gargoyle 17.
I still like the Wacky Taxi.
That's free.
That's a throw.
That's free.
That's the start of your collection.
And I'd say we got ourselves a deal.
Do we?
Thank you, sir.
Got a deal?
Yeah.
You know how he slides that in.
Yeah.
The gargoyle sign was something that we would have been happy to find under any conditions.
When we bought that gargoyle sign, Ron was the guy I had in mind for that because we were going to get top dollar. We're the guys hunting it down. We bring it to them. They give us the money so we can hunt some more for them. Free boat motors. Oh, we can take that back to Calgary and make some money. We'll see you again soon. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys, travel safe.
You're the consummate picker, Scott. You never give up.
Can't give up. There's always that little, like, that you leave the door open a little crack, you gotta dive through. I think Ron's gonna be in trouble. I think he's gonna be grounded after selling those boat motors.
And there's small town, big heart. Look at the Cuba saw.
That is the ugliest coiler I've ever seen. The only thing that's missing is the steam coming off.
Oh, that's no turd, that's sausage, man. Next time I come, I'm going to Costco first, and I'm bringing a lot of mustard with me. There's a little town with a big bun up the road. We're going to see Bill, who's got some primitive painted furniture. Bill sounds like a good guy. I think we're going to have some fun today.
I hope so. We haven't driven all the way up here. We're not buying anything.
That's the thing about primitive furniture. You're not going to find it close to cities. I'm sensing this could be our place.
Oh, yeah, look at the
Hey,
old
look at all
garden.
the outbuildings. Wow, somebody's been mowing a lot of grass
Wow,
here.
have they ever? Everything's clean and neat, which is sort of shaky for a picker because you want it to look really ragged.
This is it.
With a cowboy hat on.
That's Billy. He's our kind of guy.
Hi.
I'm Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
Scott?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Hominic Farm here.
Where do we start?
I'm strictly into primitives. Anything that would be handmade when the homesteaders came here.
I'm hoping the big barn is full of furniture.
The barn, it has quite a bit of stuff in it.
Perfect. We'll start there.
Your family built that barn?
My dad built that, yes. You're gonna have to crawl through here because it's pretty jam-packed.
Oh, wow. Incredible. Oh.
You could see a bunch of color in there. Greens, blues, reds, yellows. Those are the colors you see on Ukrainian furniture.
There are some great things here, Bill.
About 15 years ago, I had a picker drive up into my yard, and he had a truckload of primitive Ukrainian furniture. That's basically how I got going, is through other pickers. It grew to the extent that it is now, which I have about 2,000 pieces.
You ever seen one of those?
No.
Pistol holder.
You got some really interesting primitive weapons here. In our market, in Western Canada, it's unusual to find a guy with this much primitive. That had some paint on it at one time.
Lots of Ukrainian furniture, or primitive furniture generally, is made not by carpenters. It's made by husbands, fathers, mothers, people that needed the furniture.
And one of the beautiful things is you can see the hand of the craftsman in there. We love it. What's the story on this little chest, Bill?
That's got the nice motifs on it, and
Yeah.
I believe the hinges are all handmade as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting piece.
It had clear age, crackling paint.
That's a desirable piece. What would you want for that?
I probably need about $350 at least for that one.
Jesus, you're steep.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, but we're selling it, remember? We're not collecting it. If I'm buying it to sell it,
Yeah.
I got to get it at 200, 250 max.
Anything that's really, really good is hard to pick. Heritage is becoming important to some of the people that probably didn't grow up with the items. It's becoming competitive because people are getting to know what it's worth.
So you're not prepared to move on this orange chest?
300. I said 350. 300.
Bill's prices are at the top of the market.
Hey, Bill, I was paying $10 a pop for these in Denmark. I could buy as many as I want.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a bread cutter.
Oh, right, right.
But they use them as a bookcase for holding your books on. It works perfectly. What would you want for one of those?
I probably need $50 for it.
50.
Yes.
Bill, you give me your finger. Yeah. I want to soften you up a little bit here. Prices are a little strong, but I'm still encouraged because there's enough good things here. Bill, can I ask you about this sled here? That's kind of an interesting piece. What would you want for it?
$50.
Hey, now we're getting somewhere.
Ah, thank you. There, see, we got a deal.
$50 sold. We'll do well on that. We should double our money.
That looks almost like a jam cupboard, Bill.
Yes, I believe it is your jam jelly cupboard.
What would you need out of something like that?
70.
Shell? It seems pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'd rather be at 50. Would you be at 50?
I'd rather be at 70.
Well, hey, why don't we just cut her down the middle?
How about this? Are you a gambling man?
I farm.
Then you're a gambling man.
Then you are a gambler, yeah.
I'll do this. You pick it heads or tails. If it's heads, it's 70. If it's tails, it's 50.
Let's put it at 60 rather than 50.
You're not a gambler man. Okay, shake his head at 60. That's
60.
good.
All right. Thank you. Hey, I love that.
That might be European. It may be authentically coming with the immigrants.
Oh, what would you want for that?
Oh, give me $20.
There are some great doors here. In fact,
doors. Sheldon?
yeah.
No doors. The problem with Sheldon is he always buys doors and beavers.
How about the one right beside you, Scott? That's rather unique. They're right behind you.
This one.
Yeah.
It's got the real alligator paint on it. Normally, I don't buy doors, I don't like doors, I don't want doors, but that was a really good one.
And it's also got porcupine chewed out on the bottom. Rather unique.
That's hard to do, Scott.
That's hard to do.
We couldn't make that up.
I could make that up. So is the reason you want me to pay a lot of money for it is because of the porcupine chewed it?
No, you can have that for $10.
$10?
Yes.
We just bought a door, Scott. I just shook.
You can't get that paint color without 100 years of wear. It's got nice green color on the backside.
Yeah, I lost one door. I've got many more.
And I figure with the price we're paying on that stuff, if we can't sell it, we can burn it in the fireplace.
Right, we'll take you over to another building up. I got the garage.
Sure.
Hey, wow. It just keeps going on and on and on.
Bill, you're not climbing in here very often, I can tell you that.
What is that?
It's the biggest wedding chest box you'll ever see.
Yeah, simple spruce and pine.
Just plank construction top. See what the inside looks like. Bottom's solid. It's a solid piece. $100. Shake his hand. He's not talking.
It's a bit of a challenge to say yes right away.
Yeah, I'm with Scott with that one. I think 100's all we do on that one. Thank you. 100 done on the chest. Let the sun shine. Things are starting to happen.
Hey, Sheldon. Slow. I always think I'd look good in a buffalo coat, but I realize they're not made for short people.
There was enough coat there for you to make some leggings to boot.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I'm always hoping every time I come into a new room, I'm going to see a killer item. Yikes.
Oh, wow.
That's a big one.
Yes, it is.
You got to have a big house to put that baby in.
Yes, it is.
But that would have probably been the most important piece of furniture in your house when you had it.
Is it one piece?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful flat to the wall, probably early 20th century, but it was primitive, it was done right.
The interesting part about this one is these doors are made out of a door, cut into 4 pieces.
Homemade, right? Just made out of what you had.
You know what the best thing about this is? Its size. You know what the worst thing about this is?
It's
size.
Exactly. You got to have a massive house to put this in, or a store. It'd be great in a store.
Country store?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's get down to brass tacks. What do you need for that?
600.
I'm sold at 600 already, but I got to try and grind them down. That's just the way it is. Would you go 4?
$600, I think I got to get out.
It's not good to not negotiate. You got to negotiate. We're pickers.
The colors are nice on it, guys.
It is nice.
I don't mind a challenge, to tell you the truth. It's part of the game. $550. And that will be my rock bottom.
Will it?
Yes. Oh, I enjoy the game. Yes, I do. Very much so. Yeah, yeah.
Because my friend was giving me the old 5-finger salute over there.
$550, $50 more.
Now it's the moment of truth, and I'm looking at Scott to see, are we gonna go for this thing, or is it just too big to maneuver?
I think we could do 550 on that.
It's a deal. It all works out in the long run.
And the fact you're delivering it to Calgary, I mean,
That's right.
that's a little heavier than I thought it would.
That's a fun old thing, isn't it? Somebody could turn that into a coffee table. Hell, the handle's worth $10.
We can come back tomorrow and grab the rest of it.
Proper truck. It's a beautiful piece of furniture, and I'm thinking it's going into a store rather than a house.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Bill. It's been a pleasure.
See you later.
Have a good trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was good.
I think when it all gets back to the warehouse, I think we're gonna be really happy with our load today.
Man, these are the biggest mosquitoes I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe one of these towns should have just a giant mosquito. We are on our way to one of the 7 wonders of the northern Alberta world.
And why are we going right when it said Calgary the other way, didn't it?
But I want to take you to town and show you those mushrooms.
We're going to see the world's biggest stool.
There are the mushrooms.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You cannot be serious.
Hey, come on, they're mushrooms. That's a tourist trap, that thing.
I'm guessing tens of people per year come by to see that one.
That's truly Canadian.
Well, one good thing is the weather's a heck of a lot better here than it was in Edmonton. If nothing else, it might be a good omen.
So where are we going?
We're going to Gio's building. Gio's a hairstylist. Gio is the guy that my buddy recommended because I mentioned that we had a guy looking for some signs.
Look at this building, eh? Hey, well, this should be good.
Yeah. See, do I need a haircut? I think I do.
I'm okay today.
Not a little bit above the ears?
Yeah. There's some goodies here. Wow. I was totally amazed to find all those signs in such an unlikely setting. Hey, Sheldon.
Sheldon?
And Scott.
Scott.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I need a haircut, and I thought you might have a few signs here from what I hear.
I can help you out with both, but mostly the haircut.
Does that mean you're not really a motivated seller?
I can see they're all screwed down.
They're not going anywhere. These particular ones, anyway.
My initial reaction is we're hooped.
I have some on the other side that I haven't put up yet.
Do you?
Yeah, would you like to take a look at them?
Yeah. Can we take our coat off?
You bet.
One of the great things about Gio is he is making his collection a part of his environment. Wow, do you have signs?
Yeah, there's some goodies here. Wow.
Yeah, I've been collecting for about 30 years or so.
Holy cow.
I live and work and play out of the same space, which keeps it really simple. I try not to do a beauty salon or a barber shop. I try and create something in between. A hair joint.
Love it, a hair joint. Scott, check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Neat.
That is so great.
That is just incredible, that neon. It has everything going for it. That red is bold, condition is perfect.
It's got that Art Deco look to it. I take it that's not going to be for sale.
I don't know if the price is right, if I get the right amount of money for it.
What's the right price? Because I love that.
Pretty close to 15.
I see you got a Coke flange over there and another one on the floor. Flanges are very interesting advertising collectibles because they would have been screwed to the outside of the building so you could see the signage from either side you were coming down the street. So to get them in good condition is very difficult because every kid that came along picked up a rock and threw it at the sign. This one's probably into the 50s is my guess. 41 for this one.
39.
39, so that's the earlier one. When you have the green around the outside, that means it's the earlier one. Would you be interested in parting with them if the price was right?
If the price was right.
And what would the right price be?
Well, you tell me.
I'm thinking $1,000 a piece. That's a pretty fair offer.
I'm pretty attached to them. I'll have to say 1,500 a piece.
But we were out.
They can't replace them though, right?
Well, you can. It's hard though. Gio's not so much a tough negotiator as an unmotivated seller. He's a smart guy. Is that for sale?
Sorry.
Okay. So you're not selling that?
No, sorry. I'm attached to them.
What about this? Would you part with that?
No.
No?
I've been living with them for a while now. It's just like family.
Hey, I see something that brings back some memories. I love that.
Very historic ski hill in Alberta.
Yeah, exactly. Brings back some memories from my youth. Would you part with that, Gio?
Yeah.
What would you want for that?
Make me an offer.
What about 150?
Sure. Sold.
Hey, that was easy, and now we broke the ice.
I'm getting hopeful here.
Yeah. Now the ball is rolling.
This one's got the blue, it's got the yellow. That's a beaut. It's a pig. If it was in great condition, I could see this going 7,000, maybe even higher.
Sold!
Would you sell it?
No, I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, geez, I was ready to shake. So we're grinding, we're wheeling, we're dealing. We're trying to buy some signs here.
Mauricio!
And how dare somebody come in and want a haircut? Right as we're doing some business. Turns out to be good timing so we can strategize.
This is one of the more desirable Texaco signs.
I think our buddy would love that.
Yeah, this is as good as you're gonna see this sign if you don't find it mint. I've seen that sign many, many times before. It's usually beat. And they often got shot because the middle of the star on the Texaco is a perfect point for somebody to practice their aim. We got a buyer for just that sign.
I would really love to leave with that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the sign. I'm concerned we're not gonna make any money off it.
I'd like to run 1,200 by him. Or if we're close again on another big guy, we offer 25 for the two or whatever the case. So, yeah. I think our buddy would love that.
That would be perfect.
Had the second star originally, right? But
yeah, one on either side. Yeah, this would have hung outside the gas station, right?
this one, the individual letters, porcelain on steel, good heavy ones. I know it's very desirable. I don't know if he's going to part with it, but we got to try them all. Yeah. Hey, Gio, you all done?
All done.
We've been spending money and you aren't even here.
Whose money is spending?
His.
Oh.
We've decided we're going to make you an offer you cannot refuse. That.
The two Coke ones that we've already tried you on, but maybe we can sweeten the pot a little.
And Texaco.
So, we're thinking 6,500.
For everything?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Oh, I thought maybe just for the Texaco.
We were going nowhere. Gio was just not budging.
But I'm not giving up that easy. What would your best be on the meats? How about if we went 22 for the pair?
Hey, no,
12 for that and 1,000 for that.
Now that's getting generous.
Sure.
Done.
I'll do that.
Done.
Give my buddy a call that was looking for the Texaco sign, and he's excited. He asked me what else he has. I explained to him a few of the signs, including the big Chevrolet sign, and he goes, "What? I've been looking for years for that. I want that sign." I wanted to make sure we got the sign, so I thought I'd soften Gio up by paying him for a haircut. Just a little bit off the bottom here.
Come on, Gio, give him his money's worth. When was the last time you ran a comb through that? I'm really enjoying this. Thanks for selling us a couple of signs there, Gio. Do you do dreadlocks?
There you go, you're tuned up.
Beautiful.
All right, well, time to go and make the deal. I love when Scott's smiling.
Made a call. You know you didn't want to sell it, but you're gonna have to give me a stupid number on it.
$7 grand. That's stupid enough?
Ow! That hurt. Come on, you know that's way too much money for this side. We go 4.
55.
For us to make any money off it, we gotta buy it from you at 5.
Chevrolet.
If it was mint, I'd be jumping at 7 grand.
Give it a good home?
Give it a good home.
Okay.
You got a deal. Wow.
Hey, thanks a lot, Gio. We'll go get some packing.
This isn't that bad, this one. It's a bit awkward, but it's not too heavy.
Guys are great. The guys share the same passion that I do for the signs.
It's a great sign. It's a 4-color, big dealer sign. That is a good one.
Just a classic. I love it. Good image. Our bank account has now got a haircut.
Yeah. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And you're more than welcome.
Thanks a
Thanks
lot.
a lot.
Yeah. We made a new friend, drove away with some great signs. Doesn't get any better than that. Only wish I had hair that he could have cut.
He could have given you a bullet. Look at the great owl over there.
Oh, what a glorious day to be heading out to the foothills.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that landscape over there. Look at you can see the mountains clear as day.
Did you realize in the 1930s you could still homestead at Millerville?
Seriously?
Yeah, it was an agreement with the government. You broke the land, you worked it for a certain time period, and you received it as a gift.
Wow.
So we're going to see Veronica today. That should be interesting.
You haven't seen Veronica probably 15 years.
Oh, you knew her late husband.
Yeah, he truly was a jack of all trades and master of all trades.
When she called me, she said, there are a lot of tools. There's a lot of everything.
But we got to be careful too, because she wants to move volume.
Hey, this is the place.
Wow, this is nice. Very secluded.
Let's go meet Veronica.
Hi, bud. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Veronica.
I'm Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Alex,
My
nice
son
to meet you.
Alex. He's my youngest son.
Orient.
Good. You're doing a bit of work here.
We're definitely under construction.
Hey, I'd be happy to be living here in a teepee.
So did you do most of the work yourself?
Michael did. Michael designed the house and he built all this.
I knew Mike years and years ago.
Yeah, I know.
We used to have some fun together.
Yeah, all you guys were pickers and...
We picked up tools, we just give them to him.
So
They're
that's where he
tools.
got them all,
Yeah,
eh?
Yeah.
That's where they came from.
Guilty as charged.
He has tools.
Lead on.
Okay.
Love your dog.
Yeah, this is Pacho.
Ah.
And a donkey named Charlie. And my horse is Monty.
And if there's anything off limits, just tell us, because otherwise
Sure.
I'll be digging through it.
Okay, so this is all the stuff. Michael's man cave, if you like.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
My first impression, there's quantity, there's quality, and that's what I like to see.
It's my husband's collection. He was a picker for 40 years.
Look at all the Stanley. Wow.
He did a lot of woodworking and he was so totally immersed in it.
You really need a week to do this, not a day. This sign shell.
That's a good one, isn't
That's
it?
an old wood one. We'll have
Yeah.
to have that.
Shell, Scott?
You see that sewing machine up at the back, Shell?
Oh, the Royal
Hobbyist.
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 So just ask and I'll let you know.
The adrenaline starts flowing, especially when you get into a good pick like this.
I love this box. Water gremlin. And look, a homemade fishing lure in it. Did you see the double-sided anvil over there?
No, but I'm looking at these really nice toolboxes here.
Well, there's actually one we couldn't even open.
Is that this big one here?
The big one in the front.
I know who sold that to him about 15 years ago.
No, you're kidding.
Yeah. I can tell you what was in it when I saw it. It was full of finishing carpenter's tools. And I would probably, just for fun, I'd step up on this one and I'd give you 6 unopened. We could open this up and it could be filled with lead.
That's right. I know.
Right.
I know.
The worst we're gonna do is lose $400 and we might hit a bingo.
I'm a carpenter myself, so
Oh,
something
okay.
like that is.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hang on to that.
Hey, I just thought it'd be fun to take a chance. You know what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do a little bit of looking.
Okay.
Scott and I wanted to package things.
That would give us a sense as to how we want to approach the whole buy and what you want out of it, right?
We thought it might make it easier for Veronica to sell. This is incredible, Scott.
You know, this is all good saleable stuff. I think we just put a big pile of stuff together.
Yeah, and come up with a good, healthy offer.
Yeah. Sheldon, you got a toothache? Maybe I can do a little work on you. Look at my tool of choice.
I'll live with the pain, Scott.
Mike never threw anything away, organized it all because he always had a use for it someday.
The little Wonder Torch.
Yeah.
It's a little mini blowtorch.
Isn't it sweet?
It really is.
Yeah.
You know me with sleds.
Yeah, I know. Mike made that one.
Boy, he was good, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He
What
was
a craftsman.
It was a little bit sort of apprehensive because I thought, oh, goodness me, you know, they're sort of zooming in on some of the nice stuff.
Look at this, Scott.
Is that a John Deere one?
It's a Canadian one.
It's a tractor lawn sprinkler.
Yeah, it's a beauty. I think we got to add that to the pile.
Absolutely. I either need you to help me with this or pick up my body. I have to have this. That is a beaut. And you know what? This ain't a sewing machine, Shell. It's a bandsaw. But if ever there was a good one, this is it.
There we go.
Okay, so we just got to grease it up and get it moving.
Oh, yeah, she could work again very easily.
Oh, my goodness. We have one thing here that's not for sale.
We thought that might happen, but we didn't know whether he had made a bunch of them.
No, Michael made it for his grandson.
Sometimes you're dealing with not just a commercial transaction, sentiments and attachments run high.
Why don't we grab that one and we'll take it away?
Here,
Okay.
I'll put it back where it came from. And I think we were battling that a little bit here today.
I see you've got the little,
You know,
yeah.
the only reason I'm even interested in offering on it is because I hauled it down and it was heavy.
Yes, I know, I know. You were actually the bravest of them all.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, Scott, I think I'll hold on to that because I know there were some very interested parties.
What do you think they'd pay you for it?
They were talking in the hundreds.
Well, we are too.
You know, of 700.
Not that many hundreds.
Yeah.
So pretty much pulled out what we were interested on this table here. I thought we'd maybe making an offer on this bundle of goodies.
Everything that's from the door in that's in our pile. And if there's anything that you don't want to sell, just let us know and we can pull it out. Put it this way. We tried to put together a critical mass that it would at least be a decent dollar for it. Because if we offer you $100 on that sign, you might say, well, $100, I might want to keep it. But if we offered you $1,000 on everything, that might say, oh, that's reasonable.
$1,000 on everything? Absolutely no.
Okay.
No, there's way more than $1,000.
Okay. I can tell that Veronica's getting nervous.
The watering tractor, I was thinking of using that because it's self-propelled.
Your eyes are going from item to item of things that she didn't really want to part with. For us, that's one of the key pieces.
Yeah, is
in
that
the
right?
deal.
Yeah. You'd have to offer me a lot of money to keep that.
What's a lot of money?
I don't know. That's the problem. I have a big problem here. I should have spent months sort of researching all this. I would rather do it piece by piece. There are a lot of gems that are hidden. I mean, that tin alone there is worth bucks. And sometimes the one gem can be, you know, the value of the entire table.
That's a nice
This
stuff.
is a tough way to do this.
This has got to work for us.
Yes.
But most
That's
importantly,
gotta
it
work
has
for
to
me.
work for you, Veronica.
Okay. Basically, it is all up for grabs, but, you know, I want a decent price for it.
Well, I think we have to recalibrate then.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Why don't we ask her about the pieces that we haven't included then?
Sure.
We thought when we came in that Veronica's prime motivation was to get rid of large quantities of stuff quickly. I'm just going to peek in here while we're walking. In fact, it's not. It's to maximize the amount of money per item that she gets. $10 on this?
No.
So we just decide, let's pick the items we can sell, we can make money on. Maybe we'll both be happy at the end of the day. I see something I like right here. Is that something you'd part with?
Okay, we don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is either, but I know what it's gonna be. Sand it down, turn it sideways, put a piece of glass on it. It's gonna be a coffee table.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Yeah. What I really think was going through her mind was, once we told her about the coffee table, she thought she had a use for that. What would you need out of it? You
As
and I
much
are
as I
both...
can get, as much as I can get. Come on.
Oh no, this is the way it's gonna be.
Hey, what do you think then? I am definitely a sentimental person, but I'm trying to declutter.
Shell, what do you think?
We might as well start now.
150 bucks?
You're way up above me, buddy. That's what I'd sell it for once it was done.
Well, it's totally unique.
It is totally unique.
We're trying to be fair here.
But I like the idea of that price.
I'm sure you do.
Fair to Veronica, fair to ourselves, because we are here to make a buck.
I was gonna say 50 bucks. It cost us 50 bucks to get a piece of glass.
Well,
cut
that's
for it.
true.
Why don't we say 65?
Done.
Hey, that's a good deal.
Done. It's pretty hard for me to negotiate hard when you said 150 in the first place.
David, I like that.
I really like your bicycle.
Isn't that sweet?
Calgary Cycle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No wonder he saved it.
Yeah, you know, Mike had a soft spot for stuff like
Yeah.
that. Men's bikes are way harder to come by than women's because men beat the rat out of them. For us to buy that bike, Shell,
Yeah.
I'm thinking 100 bucks.
100's a good solid offer.
100's a solid
I
offer.
think that's a good
You
offer.
think it's a good offer?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
done.
Done. Somehow or other, piece by piece by piece, that seems to be more successful. The sign.
That's the Philip Morris sign.
It was the kind of thing somebody that had a loft would hang that in the place of a piece of art. I'll give you 100 bucks for it, sell it for 150.
Alex?
I think you should push for at least 10 this time.
All right, 110.
105. 105, she said.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Everybody's happy. Veronica, is that a butcher block?
Yes, it is. A fabulous butcher block.
Oh, it is,
Wow,
too.
let's go take a look.
Man, has it ever had some use? Look at that.
Yeah.
I bet you that's, what, 200-300 pounds?
Oh, yeah.
Every bit of that, yeah.
I love the fact that it says Sault Ste. Marie. It's a good piece of Canadiana, and they're always popular. This is a good one. Is this something you'd sell?
I'd like at least 400 plus.
At least 400 and then
400
plus.
and plus.
Yeah.
400
I know,
plus.
right? What about 405?
405 again. Okay.
Wow, no problem. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, we've got some packing up to do.
It's been a great day. It's been a fun day, and I'm happy to see it go. And I think it's going to a bunch of guys who are going to put it in the right place, and that's good.
Normally, I'd say we made a dent, but there's so much here, Veronica. I'm not.
You made a small dent, you have to come back. Sure.
I was a bit nervous about this pick coming in because Mike was a friend of mine. I think we got the best of both worlds. Got some stuff and gave her some money.
There's a lot left, and we'll be back here to pick again. That was a lot of fun.
That was.
Good seeing you again. It's been a long time. So, you're a hard one.
I was taught well by Michael. But anyway, come back.
Love to.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
See you later. The donkey, the burro. He's a big burro. They can be mean bastards, those things.
I know you fought with the wild turkey. Now you're telling me you've had it out with the donkey as well?
I've seen what donkeys can do. They use them as guard dogs.
Oh, yeah. I'd bet on the donkey. Of course, I often bet on the donkey.
Oh, wow.
That's where all the good stuff is.
Here.
Yeah.
Whoa. What would you sell all your lunch kits for?
1,000.
Whoa! It's sale time. What we've done is bought all this merchandise from right across the country. Hey, go to it today, find a treasure. Good luck.
Where am I going? I'm locked. This is insanity.
We're gonna have to hire somebody for the new warehouse.
Hey, I'm here for the warehouse interview.
Hey, Keenan.
Sheldon.
Oh, there you guys are.
It's hard to decide. Want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
Right in there.
Oh, yeah. You got puppets.
I got puppets.
Whoa, I'm attracted to this young lady right here. Could be the hottest puppet we see today.
She's anatomically correct. I'm Scott Cousins.
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
And we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. I love nicknames.
You know, some are good and some are not so good.
Hockey players always had good nicknames. Sanderson was the Turk.
Yeah, that's right.
Sather was Slats.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And of course, Gretzky was the great one, but then he named himself.
Yeah.
What did people used to call you? Did they ever call you Stumpy?
No one ever called me Stumpy. They called me Pee-wee, though.
So we're on our way to Brantford, the Telephone City.
Was it Telephone City because Bell?
Yeah, that's right, Alexander Graham Bell's. Lots of nice old brick buildings in Brantford. I think the picking's gonna be good. This is an old town.
So on that note,
we're going to see Maurice, the Tin King.
The Tin King?
He's got a ton of tin things.
The problem with tins is, really good tins are a lot of money, but most tins aren't worth 20 bucks. So you can have 100 tins and have nothing good.
And by good, they gotta be rare, some good graphics on them, but
They gotta be good
condition.
condition. Condition is everything with tins.
Whoa, look at that place set back.
Oh, look at that. That's gotta be it right there.
Yeah, what a beauty. It's got a turret. I always wanted a turret. Are you the Tin King?
I'm the Tin King.
Scott, how are you?
Scott, please
I'm
meet you.
Sheldon.
How long you been here?
4 years now.
Just 4 years, huh?
Yeah.
Because the house has been here a lot longer than that.
Yeah, 1899.
Have you acquired everything since you bought the place 4 years ago, or have you been loading stuff in it?
Started collecting 30 years ago, probably.
Why are you selling?
Got to do some renovation to the old house.
Ah, okay. We got some cash, so if you got some stuff, let's go.
Yeah.
You got stuff in here.
You got lots of goodies.
Yeah.
Wow. I can see why they call you the Tin King. You've been accumulating for a while.
Almost every kind of tin. Tin buttons, tin toys, lunch boxes. I love tins.
Is everything for sale?
Pretty much everything. We have to dig through some boxes, that's for sure.
This is a warehouse, not your average guy's man cave. And that means that we probably have a good chance of buying here today. Thirst knows no seasons.
I think it's from the 50s. But you can tell it's right because of the back. That's the right back for this period of tray. The newer ones have a gold back on them or a black back on them. But that's not a repop, that one. The only issue is, can we buy it at the right price? What would you sell that for?
60.
Yeah, that's what we'd sell it for, probably. They just don't sell like they used to.
Jeez.
We can't be buying it anywhere close to that price because we're selling it to the middleman who's then going to mark it up to that price. 30 bucks would be max, and I would sort of hope you said no at 30.
Yeah. Well, we can do that.
We can say no at 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No hard feelings. That's a good one, Land of the Giants. So what do you sell lunch kits for?
It's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't have the thermos.
Not bad.
Yeah, so what would you want out of that one?
Well, that's worth 150.
We find people come up with pricing in all different ways. Some people look on the internet and see what somebody's asking for something, and that's the price that they'll think it's worth. Well, this is a $100 kit with the thermos, but it doesn't have the thermos. But the reality is, it's worth what the market will pay for it.
What about Evel Knievel?
I was just showing my son. He'd never heard of Evel Knievel, and I showed him all the videos of him crashing at Caesar's Palace and crashing in London and doing the Snake River Canyon. This is Snake River Canyon.
Check this out.
Oh, there's 2 Evils. And what do you want for Evel? Because you got 2 of them.
You're leaving me the best one, right?
Yep.
75.
See, that's full bore retail. Like that's what we'd sell it for.
I'm definitely more a buyer. This is my first crack at selling, which is different and a little exciting.
Well, I got a better idea. I'm going to put together a few that I like, and then you can give me a price on those ones. Is that good?
I guess.
The Legend of the Lone Ranger. The A-Team. What you talking about, fool? There's a Dr. Doolittle. I tried to just throw a bunch of the better ones in one pile, because then I was hoping I could really decrease the price per lunch kit. Woody Woodpecker. These are later. These are 70s ones, I think.
I think those are the ones that are doubling in value now,
I'd be careful with this guy.
The Vaughns, here.
Yeah. Whoa.
I was sure if that was going to you or me.
Yeah. See, I never had a lunch kit. Times were tough. We were lucky to have a brown paper bag.
And when he was finished eating his lunch out of it, he'd put it over his head.
You pretty much took a lunch kit off every kid in Brantford, didn't you?
Looks like there's 12. What would you sell all your lunch kits for?
1,000.
Whoa, you were way higher than I am. I'm thinking on average, 20 bucks a kit is a wholesale buying price.
Can't do it. I love them too much. 800?
Are you serious? He wasn't letting them go cheap. So then I just reevaluate, pick out the ones I want. Yogi Bear. I'd go 50 bucks for these two.
Woody and Yogi. Okay.
Pay a reasonable price for those and leave the rest.
Yes. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm keeping them.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm happy. It was painful a little bit too.
All right, Scott, get picking.
I know they're gonna go for the gold, as I call it, but at least I got variety, so they can't clean me out of anything. Especially my tins.
Oh, look at this. He's got tins in here.
Looks like you drink a lot of tea, but do you cook in here?
Not much cooking going on.
This is definitely not a working kitchen. This is a storage facility. You open the cupboards, full of tins, right to the very top shelf.
I just saw something else I want to look at.
I got a ladder back here too, Scott.
He had a full color tea tin with a boat on the front of it.
You want to hand that to me?
The most exciting thing for a picker is when you stumble onto something that is incredibly rare. But this green one, you just don't see that as often. For every 100 red ones you find, you'll find one green one. Okay, so take a look at the condition of this one. Price?
For the pair of those? My crazy price?
No, we don't need your crazy price.
We want your down-to-earth price.
And the graphics being the, nice. 120?
How about we do 100 on the pair?
Boy, that sounds good to me.
100 bucks on the pair. And that's only because I like them a lot.
110.
I
110.
can't believe he's negotiating with me.
Yeah.
At 100 bucks. See, I'm gonna be honest with you, if that was mint, that's a $250 tin if it's flat out mint. We can go 110. It's a rare tin, these are rare tins to find these days. So I'm feeling happy because it's been maybe 15 years since I've seen a green tea tin with a boat on it. Okay, I'm gonna look quickly at some of these tins. I'm gonna put together a little collection of them. He has a nice little set of needle tins. So I pick out all the little ones that are the most interesting visually. I just took the ones that appeal to my eye.
All my gramophone tins?
No, I didn't take
My
all of
needles?
them. I left a couple. I really like the little babies
Beautiful.
on these.
Yeah.
Right? You see the RCA Victor needle tins all the time, and you generally see them with a dog. This one has a baby on it. So what would you want for the lot?
1 1/4.
We're close. I was going to go 100.
120.
115.
Done.
Done. Perfect. Good. You can get $10 to $15 for the standard one with the dog on it. But with the baby, we'll get 40 to 50 bucks for each of those tins.
So do you have anything else to show us?
Yeah, we got a couple more floors we can check out.
Let's
Follow
go.
me.
Maurice started a little bit cold, but as we bought a few things, he started to warm up.
Oh, we're going straight?
I saw something I like. We're going in here.
Is this your bedroom?
Yeah, lots of goodies in here.
I got my new negotiator. I'm always looking for that negotiator club that I can carry around with me. And I could tie a rope on that and hang it from my waist. What do you need for a negotiator? 15 bucks?
Done.
Done. It might get me $5 here or there. It usually pays for the cost of the negotiator. I think we got some great tins in here.
Lots of good little things.
Zigzag. That's probably a 60s one, is my guess. This one I think is a little earlier. Of the 1940s, 50s, 60s era tobacco products, Zigzag's the most desirable. Frankly, the reason it is because that was the marijuana rolling paper of choice.
You're becoming the Zigzag guy.
Exactly. I'm putting together a Zigzag collection. So what would you want for the 2 zigzag dispensers and the 2 things of paper?
Just one dispenser.
No, I want both.
Because they're different?
Yeah, because I've got a zigzag collection going now.
120.
Whoa, you're big on those. I'm gonna step up on these ones. I'll go $90 for the pair.
Okay, make it 100. Done.
I know I can sell it to old guys like me, and I can sell it to young people too. Let's keep looking around. Follow me. Oh, wow.
This is fantastic.
That's where all the good stuff is.
Look at the size of that fish.
In fact, the best thing is this gigantic mountain Pacific salmon. Nice mount.
Here's the thing. There's a very good chance that when that gets home, it's gonna be busted. Now, I'm prepared to gamble $75 on it, to say yes or no.
You have to just guarantee that it'll get to Calgary safely. In fact, you can bring it out and deliver
100,
it.
and I'll guarantee it gets to Calgary safely.
Done. We rarely get a guarantee, thank you.
Now, I see some advertising here. Let me just check the condition on this Pepsi. Yeah, whoa.
Whoa, Scott.
Cowboy boots aren't good on a small ledge. I'll go 150 on the Pepsi. Done. It's nice, it's mint, and the price is right. See, look. You would have screwed that to the gas pump.
Yeah.
It's got a little wooger on the bottom, right there. In the picker vocabulary, the term wooger means it's got a big chunk out of the porcelain, usually. But it's good for a guy that's trying to redo a gas pump.
80?
I'd do 50 on it. I'd do 100 if it didn't have that. I don't normally buy woogered stuff, but...
Booger's basically a booger, I guess, on there. Painted over in some cases.
50 with the wooger.
65.
$60. Done. When you tell somebody, oh, you've got damage to your thing, they get a little defensive about that. But when you make light of it and say there's a bit of a wooger there, they usually laugh and smile. A couple woogers on it, but I'd be much happier at 150.
I'd be happier at 180.
Done. That's my word. It's patented. Holy smokes. I'm digging around and I find a whole box of door pushes that you would have put on the inside of a screen door so you didn't put your hand through it. You get a Pepsi, you get a Nesbitt, Salada, 5 Roses. How did you pick these up?
Slowly.
One at a time.
They're all in almost mint condition. If we bought all 12, what would it be?
1,600.
1,600. I was going to offer you 1,000 because then, you know, a little less than $100 a throw. How about 1,200?
15.
You're killing me here, Mo.
15. You're killing me. It's fun, I guess. You know, being on the giving end, I guess, versus the receiving end.
Okay, 1,350.
14.
Seriously?
14.
Done. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hey, now we've spent enough. We're going to go to the bank.
Exactly.
And then load up.
Call your mom for money.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Again. The Tin King, as it turned out, has a little bit of everything. Can you imagine throwing that on the Barbie?
Can you imagine having that on a fly line? Oh, that's a big fish. That Coke's a good one. That's a $300 door bar right there. We paid $1,400 for those door pushes. We should be able to get $2,000 out of them pretty easily.
Well, we should say goodbye.
Mo!
Here's the best for last.
Oh, wow, let me see that. He comes out with 2 more pieces of advertising. You're holding out on us. One is an incredibly rare Mountain Dew sign, but wow, that's good. And the other one is a Kendall lollipop sign, the top of it. That is great. So what do you want for the pair of them?
1,500?
I was afraid you were going to say something like that.
Yeah. We've had a really good day. How about $1,000 for these last 2?
All right. All right.
Oh,
we can do that.
I'm happy
We'll
with that.
cap it off.
I'm feeling as good as I've ever felt on a pick. That was a great last little deal.
I guess I had to break out at some point and get rid of something. Today was the day.
Get out there and find some more.
All right.
Okay.
I sure will.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mo.
All right.
Wow, was that the icing on the cake or what?
That was just great.
I didn't know what to expect, but the Tin King came through.
Oh, like royalty.
These are getting worse every time.
Well, we're heading into Peterborough.
So what's the nickname of this place?
The Electric City.
Electric City.
Yeah.
Why is it called the Electric City?
Because it was the first town in Canada that converted from gas lights to electric.
Seriously?
Yeah. Pretty little town, Peterborough.
It is. Nice old church.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going to see the Prince of Puppets, a guy called Bronson.
Oh man, puppets can be so creepy.
Don't go screaming like a little girl to me.
I don't think I'll be screaming, but I might be having nightmares tonight.
You would be a good puppeteer. As a sort of quiet, humble guy like yourself, your real inner self could come out in another form if you were a puppeteer.
You're a funny man, Sheldon.
Yeah, here it is. No puppets outside, though.
Oh, I see a puppet in the window. Puppets and clowns sort of creep me out, but you know, there are a few puppets that I'm looking to buy if I can, anything Disney related. That's something we can sell.
Let's go meet the puppet prince.
Puppet prince.
Hey
there.
Bronson.
Yep.
Sheldon.
Hi there, Sheldon.
Scott, how are you?
Very good. I'm very glad you're here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we heard that you have an immense collection of puppets. How does a guy acquire all those puppets?
Well, you start off as a small little child building your own puppets and doing your own puppet shows. Then you grow out of it, and then you come back and say, I was happier.
Well, let's go. Let's take a
Very
look.
good. There we go. Come on in, guys. Right in there.
You got puppets.
I got puppets.
That is amazing.
Puppets everywhere, hanging from the ceiling, on the furniture. There's marionettes, there's simple little hand puppets. Sometimes there's even this little guy's a puppet. So lots of fun.
As you can see, I live in tight quarters because the puppets take over. I don't think I'm eccentric. I have interests and likes, and I have fun with it.
Are you pretty talented with a marionette?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When did you first start to be able to operate a marionette?
8 years old.
Really?
Yeah. When I was doing my own puppet shows for the street and everything, and entertaining and building my own. And
did you charge a fee?
I think it was a nickel a show.
Oh, so some of these puppets owe you nothing. Whoa, some of these are creepy. Look at this marionette here, Scott.
Some people are afraid, but as of late, the puppets, they haven't been doing any talking to me.
You get a couple Disney guys here, though, that are
That's
pretty
right.
good. Grumpy and Dopey.
Yep.
It's
And
us,
over-
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Well,
They're larger than normal. They're not the ones you would have bought, but they're the ones they had hanging in the store. 60s vintage, Disney, really good saleable puppets. So how much would you need out of Grumpy and Dopey?
they would be about the $400 range. They're going to stay with me, though, I'm sorry. I'm a little sentimental about my puppets. There's a lot that have personal memories for me.
Dollar-wise, we'll compete with anybody, but we just cannot compete with sentimentality.
How about Howdy Doody?
That one, if I was selling it, would probably be about 50.
If I was selling
If I was selling it.
In other words, you're not selling it. We understand where he's coming from, because when you have a collection, you don't want somebody to come in and gut the heart of your collection. Makes it a little bit more difficult for us, because those are the ones we want to buy. How about Peter Pan?
Peter Pan, he is staying, well, he was a Christmas gift.
I'm a little frustrated we're not buying, but I'm not giving up that easy. You got some door pushes here.
Yep.
Would you sell those?
At a good price. What are you thinking of?
Well, you got a Pepsi, a Coke, and a 7-Up.
Right. Could we do 45 each?
Someone I like to be fair. How about 50 on the Pepsi?
Oh.
75 on the 7-Up, and 100 on the Coke.
Wow.
And we can still make some money off them.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that fair to you?
It's amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Good.
All
We'll
right.
do that. We just can't buy them that cheap. We wouldn't feel good about ourselves.
I'm sure you'll be fair with us.
Oh,
and we always
heavens.
like to think we're fair with who we're dealing with.
You're dispelling your image. Well, that blew my socks off.
I've got a little Stife here. I don't really know who he is, but I know who made him. I can tell immediately by the tag on his chest that he's a Stife. And Stife was the best German manufacturer of teddy bears. How much would he be?
25?
You know what, I'll take a runner on him at 25. I've never seen him before. It's got to be worth 40 or 50 bucks.
I'm looking forward to seeing your office.
Well, there are a lot of things available up there, so that should make you smile a little more.
Okay, let's go.
I do have some people who are afraid of going to my second floor office because of the horror stories. Come on upstairs, guys. Hey. Oh dear, puppets aren't creepy to me at all. Here we are in my office.
Holy smokes, you got puppets in here.
A few. All different types, again, different ages, different areas where they've been from.
I kind of like this guy. There is one marionette that we just have to have. If we were going to buy one puppet today, that would be my choice.
That is Sparrow. He's 1960s Canada.
He's got a pretty pimpy outfit in there. He looks like he's got the Graham Parson nudie suit on.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
He's kind of got your thing going, I'd say.
There we go.
I am much more of a Hollywood cowboy.
Yeah. So what would he sell for, Bronson?
He'd be about 500.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Move along, little doggy. Find yourself another puppet. Wow, I'm attracted to this young lady right here.
She was a burlesque creature.
She's anatomically correct.
Don't look, Leo. She is very, very well endowed and detailed in the upper chest region. She's covered up so she doesn't embarrass any of the other puppets.
She could be the hottest puppet we see today. Well, I have to ask, would she be available?
Unfortunately not, I'm sorry. Because she's so unique.
She's not for sale today. Next time through Peterborough, you never know.
See anything else you like, Sheldon?
I keep noticing that cowgirl puppet. She's a Pelham.
She's a Pelham puppet.
Yeah.
With that type of detailing, probably made in the early 60s.
She could bid on an auction sale. Could she be available?
Could we do 45?
Could we do 35?
Raise your hand if you want to be sold. There we go. You're having
Thank
to
you
work
very
against
much.
me.
So, Scott.
Very good.
I'm so happy.
All right, a mascot.
Yeah. It was kind of a Ginger and Marianne sort of a thing, and we're going home with Marianne.
These are the guys I like. We have buyers for Disney, right? These are not one of a kind. I mean, they're rarer because they're store displays.
Right.
Later in time, probably 60s is my guess.
Right.
Mickey Mouse is probably the most iconic character in the history of television, movies, or collecting. The guys that step up and pay for Disney only care about Mickey Mouse.
Right.
That's all they want. They don't want Minnie at all.
Right.
They're big, they're bold, they're bright, they tell a story. So we want those two. Are these ones up for grabs or not?
They'd be $250 each.
$250 each.
Yeah.
You have any room to negotiate on those?
So we're saying, what, 500 for the both of them? What are you thinking?
4 would be an offer we would make on the pair of them. Really, we're paying most 300 for Mickey and 100 for Minnie.
Yeah. We can go with that.
400 it is.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's good. Mickey and Minnie, does it get any better than that?
Well, it does. 2 Mickeys. How much for your push puppets?
Oh, dearie me. Hopperoo I just got.
So you don't want to sell them?
What do you want to give me?
Not much.
Then I want to keep it.
Well, let's see if there's anything else we got here. I start looking around for different things. Fish out of water, something that doesn't belong here. You've got
Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers, Rolling Stones album.
Yep.
But the only reason this one's got any cachet other than the regular album is because it's an Andy Warhol cover.
That's right. What would you want to give me for it?
20 bucks.
Can we do 25?
I'll give you 5 on that one.
Okay, very good.
Bronson, I kind of like this fellow.
Isn't he fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the puppets that caught my eye was a little chef.
He is Czechoslovakian, made in the 70s.
He's got the hat, he's got the little outfit. He was kind of fun. Can we do 30?
Okay.
At $30, he would be a good one to go home with today. Thanks very much, Bronson.
Oh,
This has been very special.
Oh, good.
Hey,
Well,
it's
I'm
been
glad you got
great.
to enjoy and the room didn't scare you or anything.
No, I might have nightmares
No.
tonight. I don't think I've ever seen that many puppets in one place, and I'm not sure I ever want to see them again.
Come on, Minnie.
I'm coming, Mickey.
We got a new home.
You can't keep a job. We're always moving.
I'm really happy with Mickey and Minnie.
I am too. Hey, Sheldon.
Oh, Scott.
How do you like it so far?
Thank you very much. You take care,
Wish
buddy.
you all the best,
Thanks a
guys.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look
All the
after
best.
yourself.
I shall.
All right.
See you next time through.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. We got a couple of buddies for the road. Bye, Bronson. Bye.
Oh, my Lord. Can you put her down? Like, have you never seen a female puppet before?
Only of the blow-up variety.
I don't want to hear anymore, okay? Too much information, man. Hold them all the way to Calgary.
All the way to Calgary. We got too much stuff, Scott.
But I don't really want to move it to the warehouse if we can unload it before then, so maybe we should have a sale.
Why don't we rent a community hall, get the word out that there's some fresh merchandise in Alberta? We're gonna have to hire somebody.
What do you think we should get?
Hey, I'm here for the warehouse interview. Well, because I'm a musician, anything music related is huge.
I actually used to work in a warehouse.
Hey, Keenan.
Sheldon, I grew up around antiques with my father, and I know how to handle them, I know how to move them, I know which ones are fragile.
Yeah, it's hard to decide.
I think we should hire Keenan.
Call him up and tell him he's got the job.
No, let's not call him. Let's go right down to the gym and tell him in person.
I'm pretty happy with this choice because Keenan is a young, strong guy, and he's gonna make me not have to do any lifting.
Hey,
Oh, there it is.
Impact.
Oh, perfect.
Nice positioning.
That's why I drive. Love the smell of BO in the morning.
He's looking good. Hey, Keenan.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
The bad news is Sheldon and I need some personal training sessions.
Good news?
You got the job. You're our warehouse guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You are the champion.
Congratulations.
Thank you. One thing I need from you.
What's that?
It's huge to have the job, but to sacrifice for my training, I'm gonna need a punching bag or a speed bag to work on.
We could probably get one here.
Getting the warehouse job is such a relief. There's nothing better than having two bosses that support your dream. I'll introduce
Louis.
you, my Louis, Sheldon.
Hey, I thought that was you, Louis.
Hey, Scott.
You guys know each other.
When his coach comes over, I realize it's my old buddy, Louis, that I used to sell boxing memorabilia to. I mean, we've known each other almost 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Are you still collecting boxing stuff?
Yeah, I can't stop.
How's the kid doing?
He's doing all right.
Yeah, for an Irishman, right?
Yeah, for an ugly kid.
I'm an Irishman too, so I can say that.
Yeah.
Keenan, you better get back to your training. And Louis, I'd like to see some of the stuff you've got. Maybe we can buy a few things.
Great. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll show you.
I love it, because now all of a sudden, we're picking Louis. Quite the collection.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
I love collecting through the years. Everywhere I've gone, every vacation, every tournament, always pick something up.
Wow, check this out.
That's a great one.
Yeah, carved wood.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
The first thing I see is a little Joe Louis figural ring. There's a referee and two stools. The brown bomber. For sale?
Yeah, it's for sale.
What do you want out of it?
$150. I've seen it go for a lot more.
Well, I don't think you're going to see another one of those.
No, not Joe Louis.
Well, you know what? $150 sold. That should loosen him up. It'll be a little bit of a warm-up for you guys.
Yeah.
Man, you've got some cool things here. Do you mind if I put a little pile together?
Go ahead.
That's neat. And these Sugar Ray Leonard boxing gloves. I mean, Tommy Burns, Canadian. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
I'm grabbing the old pamphlets, the old books, some signed George Chevallo programs, a Joe Louis little big book, a Joe Louis pin. And I got one other thing that I spied that I want to throw in this pile. That. The best thing of all was the Irish Fusiliers boxing robe from 1952.
I'm not sure if it's your size, but
We could get him to that size.
I bet you
A few
could.
workouts.
Okay, Louis, I'm looking at the Muhammad Ali doll, these photos, the Tommy Burns photo, the little Joe Louis book, and the Joe Louis button. All this paper, the Sugar Ray Leonard boxing gloves, and the Irish Fusiliers.
Probably the whole, on the bunch, probably 350. And that's a good deal because some of these old photos are...
Yeah, I gotta work it out in my own brain here.
I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking 250 sounds better to me.
How about 275?
Not arguing for 25 bucks, bud. For 25 bucks, not gonna argue with an old friend. And let's go over there and look at some of that boxing stuff. We'll take your recommendations on
Right
what
on.
we need.
Okay.
I got some stuff that you can take for $200.
So what do we got? We got
a heavy bag, uppercut bag, and a speed bag.
That'll keep Keenan busy on lunch breaks.
Is that all he needs?
That's all he needs.
Perfect, done. 200 bucks.
200 bucks.
Good.
Great, guys.
Thanks, Coach. I got the speed bag. Scott?
How did I get left with the big one? Oh, Keenan, get over here. I need your help. All right, grab it. Oh, perfect. Keenan, we got a sale coming up. I think we're gonna need you for that too.
Doesn't get any better than that. We go to hire Keenan, and we get a pick out of the deal. Best of all worlds.
Man, I love the way you work, Keenan. More importantly, I love the way I don't have to work with you. I'm here for it. Package them together, and I know we can sell for a really good price.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Make sure he protects himself.
I will.
Yeah, thanks for all the deals, and we'll see you at the warehouse to unload that thing.
Welcome to the team. Welcome aboard.
Working in the warehouse, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I could be cleaning, organizing. I know they mentioned something about a sale I could be helping out with. I'm open to everything.
Well, that was amazing, wasn't it?
We bought stuff at knockdown prices.
Have I not told you not to make puns?
I know, it's below the belt. Don't box me in a corner. All right, I'm throwing in the towel.
My God.
It's the night before the sale. I think we gotta go check it out. We've got a lot invested.
You're telling me.
Oh, they've started without us.
Oh, there's Keenan there.
Let's get in, see what's going on. We show up and it's craziness.
Good work, good work. Keep going.
Tables are getting set up and moved around. The stuff is coming off the trucks faster than we can deal with it. Things are getting unpacked and placed. It's crazy, but it's a good, organized crazy, I think. This is like a Canadian joke, right? How many guys to unload a canoe?
In winter.
Yeah. Man, that's a beauty, eh, Scott? This sale is kind of interesting because it's a reflection of the barns and attics and garages we were picking in. And secondly, it kind of reflects the things that are appealing to us. Whoa.
Oh my God, oh my God.
You might be picking by yourself next year, Scotty. We gotta turn it over. Make it into cash again so we can go out and pick some more.
There's a lot of stuff here. I'm also totally nervous because I don't want to take this stuff back.
I've enjoyed bringing all this stuff in. It'd be sad to see it go, but I'm excited to see this place empty.
Well, I think we got her. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Good luck.
Today's the day, the big sale.
You know, I get butterflies about the sale.
This one, I have no idea whether to expect 100 people or 1,000 people.
Let's just hope we don't have more staff than we have customers.
My hope is that we sell 70% of our merchandise. Just a question of what the market's doing at this particular moment in time.
Yeah, and whether we bought it right.
Here we go.
It's sale time.
Hey. Well,
hey, fellas.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous because I would have expected a few more people lined up, but you never know.
Hey, we're looking good. Buffalo hide.
Yo, 1,400 on the green one,
okay,
and then 650 on the blue one.
Okay. $10 on the Libby's peaches.
550 and 250. We got everything set up. We got pretty much everything priced.
All that money's been going out. Time for a lot of it to come back in. I'm hoping we have a good crowd.
At about 8 o'clock, there was no one here. At 9, there was about 20 people here. But at 10, there were hundreds of people here. And that was a big sigh of relief for me. Thanks all for coming. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. I see lots of our friends in here.
What we've done is bought all this merchandise from right across the country. Some of it's from Newfoundland, Some's from BC and points in between. Hey, go to it today, find a treasure. Good luck.
$40, and that's a steal on that thing.
60 bucks?
We'll do her. 60 bucks. 15 bucks.
Stuff started selling immediately.
This is a school map, right?
Yeah.
40 bucks.
You're asking $350. I already bought the cabinet over there for $850.
300 it is. I'll walk it over to the cashiers and tell them about it.
Okay. Where am I going? I'm locked. This is insanity.
We did have a bit of a kerfuffle.
This one came out of BC,
okay.
and this one came out of Saskatchewan. How about 425?
425, loaded in the truck?
Loaded in the truck.
Awesome.
Would you take 250?
Done.
Done?
250 it is. I dealt with a guy, Scott dealt with another guy, and when it came to for one of them to pay for it, we found out that we had a bit of an issue. Oh no, this is a kerfuffle.
Okay.
Yeah. Scott and I were in deep trouble.
The worst thing you can ever do at a sale is if you want something, walk away.
We both ended up selling the same piece to two different guys. It's gonna happen when you've got this kind of pandemonium.
He walked away, another guy walked up and bought them. They were still there when he bought them. He bought this, he bought them, the theater seats, and the other thing.
And I wasn't sure how we were gonna solve it. Those guys weren't going home together. I want you to be happy. So if you find something else you like here, we're gonna
Screaming deal.
We are gonna give you
Screaming
less
deal.
than our cost and make you happy. He found himself a Coke cooler. I sliced the price in half, no problem. Everybody's happy.
Oh, this is such a good thing. We sat in the pub with Henri Richard and Ray Jean Houle drinking a bottle of Molson Export.
And you're Richard, right over there, with Ray
Yes.
Can you join us for a beer?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah,
Wow.
Let's have some beer.
So wait, you know what? I'm in a good mood today. 600 bucks.
550.
You're killing me.
Okay, 600. Throw on them cow horns over there.
You know what? I don't even like those cow horns. Take them. 600. You get the cow horns.
I got a games room at home. Big Montreal Canadiens fan, so that table will be prime. And theater seats, speakers, it's good stuff.
What do you want to negotiate on?
This sign.
This reasonably priced sign. When we picked that Esso sign in Quebec, I told Sheldon we had a buyer for it already. Whoa, is that a beaut? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's pretty decent shape.
Double-sided, French and English, dealer sign from Quebec. It's in as good condition as you'll expect to find. I priced it at $1,300, knowing he was going to want a deal. I'll give you that one for, I hate doing this, 900 bucks.
900?
Because I bought this right, so I can sell it right.
All right.
Done?
Done.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
He was real happy about that, and we were happy because we doubled up.
This is a ship's wheel. This came out of a church in Newfoundland. I love it. Would you take 5?
I think we should do the roulette wheel.
I will.
Great.
Sold. Yeah, that's nice.
I'm really happy with that.
Good.
Bottom line, 800. Good man. Okay.
Really, a good item, well bought, sells itself.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
You like Jean?
We've got a great hockey jersey. Montreal Canadiens, signed by Jean Beliveau in a nice frame. I always like walking out with the best piece in the shop. I think it's that Beliveau sweater.
So we got, what, 375 on it?
Yeah.
350. Bottom line, no more negotiations.
That's what I wanted.
Done.
Done.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We're midway through the sale. It's been really good. Now we've got to roll up our sleeves and work even harder.
And the strapping, here it goes.
Here it goes.
I'm sure glad we hired Keenan.
I really like the fact that we got Keenan. Strong as an ox.
Yeah, high energy.
Here's what I'm gonna do for you for 60 bucks.
Good deal.
Done?
Done.
Done. I can ride this baby. I'll ride it right out the door.
Hey, come back here with my knife!
It looks like a bunch of stuff is gone, but we got a strategy that we talked about. If we get down to where there's a bunch of stuff we don't really care that much about,
We might have to start reducing and grouping things.
everyone come over here for a second. We're gonna have a little auction sale here. We bought a couple trunks in BC, sight unseen.
You have to buy them first before you look.
I've got to do the Vulcan mind meld.
You're bidding on choice of trunks and contents. So we looked in them, we put everything back in them. Scott!
Probably got $200 worth of stuff out of here.
And we got the trunks.
Exactly.
You're bidding sight unseen, you're taking the picker's word for it. There's good stuff in these trunks. Somebody say what? Who wants to say 100?
I do.
No, you keep whining that you want to lighten the load. I'm not taking your bid, sir. That $80 bid along, say 90. 90, would you buy it? 90 bid, 100. 1 bid, 110. 10 bid, 120. 20 bid, 130 bid, 140. Oh, thank you, 150, 160, 170 bid, 180. At 170 bid along, say 180. 180, 180, and I have sold 170. Goodbye, Sid. Did you want the other trunk, sir, at the same price? John takes the other
There we
at
go.
170. Thank you all for coming. People have said, what a great sale, things are priced right. So this is exactly what Scott and I had in mind. It was a great day. A lot of merchandise moved, stuff comes, stuff's gotta go. Go get some more. Can't believe this didn't sell.
I can't either.
That was fun.
Let's go have a pint.
Yeah.
You're driving, I'm drinking.
What else is new? I'd love a fresh oyster. Taste of the ocean.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never understood that oyster thing. You eat them while they're alive, essentially. You cut the thing, drop them in your mouth, and swallow them. You don't even taste them.
Oh, nothing like it. No, one chew.
Well, yin and yang, that's all I can say.
Mr. Black and Mr. White hit the road again.